Hey guys, it's Troy here, and I'm re-recording this because the very first time that I tried it, it did not go well at all. And one of the reasons is because I got a brand new camera that I had actually won from my employer at a work contest. And it was a GoPro. And one of the things is I just took a little micro SD card that I had, I put it in, and that card is not really compatible with that camera because it can't keep up with the camera. So a lot of the files kept being corrupted or couldn't be read. It could tell that there was a file there, but it just wasn't cutting it. So, all right, well, free camera, but need a new card. And the other thing that it did, I had it set up for voice recognition, so I could sit there and say, GoPro, record, and it would go ahead and record. The thing is, it would keep stopping when I mentioned the name of the camera. That was a GoPro, and it would boop, stop. So I had like 6 or 8, 10 files or however many there were, and most of them were unreadable when I went to go pull them. So anyway, here I am back to my old camcorder. But some of you have been asking about why I haven't been on YouTube here recently, and it's been a good amount of time, and I'm sorry about that. But there's been so much going on in my personal life. First and foremost were the computer issues that I mentioned in my last video. I mean, it's a long story. I mean, I had a CPU heatsink fan that was slowing down to nothing, and you could hear it whine, and I knew I needed a new one. Okay, fine. So I ordered one. I found one that I would be the right model for the computer that I had. I ordered it. And that was like on a Friday night or Saturday morning. And then later on, that next day, we started going, something's not right. Kind of an electrical smell. Walk into my office, it's really strong. So go over to my computer. You know what? It was the power supply. The power supply was starting to go bad on us. Like, you gotta be kidding me. So I go searching to make sure I get the exact model that I needed, again, from that same computer place. And I go to place my order. And I didn't want to order it just anywhere. I wanted to make sure it was either original equipment from the manufacturer or it had been refurbished original equipment, and it was the exact model I wanted, because one of the things I know is if you get a different model power supply, it will power your computer, but you may not have all the connectors that you need. For instance, I like to have a DVD burner on my computer because I do data discs where I put a lot of theological material and handouts and stuff like that, and some audio and some video for people, and I wanted that on my computer. So I actually ordered from that one place. I paid a little bit extra money to get the exact one I wanted, a couple of them in stock. Great. Nope, they're back ordered. So you gotta be kidding me. It said you had some, they were in stock. Nope, they don't have any on hand. So I waited and I waited. My computer is down, period, because I powered it back up a little later on to see if my computer would actually still have a problem, and sure enough, it just went boop, and okay, dead. Completely dead. I can do nothing with it. So I waited for weeks. So, by the way, when I placed the order for the power supply, after having already ordered the fan was still in my shopping cart, even though I'd already purchased it. So I said, all right, maybe it's just going to append my previous order and it hadn't been submitted yet on their end. I don't know. Nope. So 2 fans were on order. 1 order for just a fan, 1 order for a fan, and a power supply. What? So I had to wait a couple extra weeks. And then they go to fulfill the order, and they put in a different power supply just to fulfill that order. And I said, wait a minute, I get it. I said, it doesn't have what I need. It doesn't have the connector I need for that DVD burner. That's a very problem I tried to avoid. So I called them up, and they said, well, you know, we don't have the one you need. So they refunded my money, said just keep the power supply. And send us back the other fan. Fine. At my expense, of course, because they never gave me the shipping label they promised me. Whatever. So, fan works great. I'm able to power it up. Keep the panel off the side. Both fans running great. Not a heat problem at all. Nope, got a heat problem. It kept shutting down with a thermal event or thermal warning. You gotta be kidding me. It's a brand new power supply, brand new fan. Fans are working good. It's not hot inside that computer. But kept getting thermal problems. So did a lot of research on it. What's the deal? I can't copy, by the way, all the files off my hard drive because it is a protected partition that I can't just connect and use my password on that to get into that hard drive. I can connect it to my my new computer, but I can't read the disk drive. I can see it, but I can't read it. I can't pull any data off from it. It won't let me do it. So I'd ordered a new computer. And I went with the one I did because it cost me $0 out of pocket. Again, from my employer, there's an employee rewards program where you get points for being the employee of the quarter. You get points for longevity. You get points for, different contests they might have, or just on-the-spot rewards for doing a big job that was really impactful. They reward you with some points. And roughly a point's worth about $1 or so. And hey, that's how I helped pay for the majority of a family cruise was by redeeming some of these points previously. So my points were accumulating again. So I said, well, let me go take a look to see what I can get. And they had some laptops and some high-end tablets that were well beyond what I had, and they had what was well within my price range to spend my points on. It didn't give a whole lot of detail about it, but I was like, hey, it's a brand new Dell. It ought to be okay. Fine, order it. Shows up pretty quickly. I was surprised. It's one of the slowest computers I've had in a long, long time. It's nowhere near as fast a processor as I like. A little disappointed with it. And of course, along with it, I don't have all my files off from the old computer to put on my new one. My software, I reinstall the software. And of course, it's a different computer in a newer version of software, so I have to purchase the license all over again for the same software I've been using for a couple of years now. So it was just a comedy of errors every time I turned around. Did a lot of research though on the thermal shutdown issue, and I don't know if there's a bad sensor somewhere that is giving that information, but there were several things where if you can get into the BIOS settings and change it, I haven't been able to get into that yet because it goes directly to boot up, or it says you had a thermal shutdown issue before, and so we're just going to sit here and scream at you for a while. I did manage to get the computer up and running long enough to copy all my video files onto a thumb drive and go put them on my new computer. So if the new computer, albeit much slower than I like, can still process video sufficiently, then you're watching it. So anyway, still having problems though with the old tower. That's how that goes. Some of the other things that have been going on in life here, my wife just had back surgery a couple of weeks ago. And so I've been really busy catering to her and to her needs and to her healing. There's some things that she still can't do that I'm doing for her. She's usually a stay-at-home mom. And unfortunately, the kids are also home from school with the whole COVID-19 shutdown thing where they're doing online learning like they did at the last part of last year, the last quarter of last school year. So here my wife is at home trying to heal up, can't do a whole lot except rest and get up and take walks. She's able to walk down a couple of blocks and walk back now. So she's on her way to healing. Still can't pick things up. So, I'm doing all the housework and I'm looking after trying to keep the kids in line and working with them. And so that's taken up a lot of my time. Working full time, helping with my wife, helping with the kids. So I haven't really made this a priority. Some of the other things, what surprises me, I'm still getting a lot of comments on videos that I did a long time ago. One thing that's amazing to me, and I've always known this because I've been in media since I was like 17. And I'm past the half-century mark now. That gives you an idea. So I've been in radio. I've been in television. I've been a blogger. I've done podcasts. I've done television talk shows. I have been a columnist for a newspaper. Not everybody's going to agree with your opinions. I was asked to be an opinion columnist, to give my opinion, and I've had some people who loved me, some people who hated me. One thing I knew, they were reading, and that's That was the key. It's like professional wrestling. The people can hate you, they can love you. You don't care as long as they're having a response or a reaction to you. So anyway, whenever you lift your head above the crowd, you're going to have tomatoes thrown at you. And I've had some really encouraging comments, I've had some questions, and I've had some scathing commentary from the very beginning of doing this channel. The whole purpose behind doing this YouTube channel for me was to take you along the journey as I learned a lot of things I didn't know at the beginning, and now I know a lot more now. And my skills have come along, and my collections come along, and I'm sharing these things with you. My journey is not like everybody else's. My opinions are not like everybody else's. Matter of fact, I told one guy who commented, who by the way went back and edited his comments later to make it look totally different, but opinions are just like armpits. Everybody has a couple of them, and sometimes they stink. And I told him I stood by my opinion. There was one particular pen, I expected more out of it. I thought the quality was cheap compared to the rest of the products that this one product line put out. I didn't like it. It didn't work as well. And, oh, you're dead wrong in your opinion. Okay, you may think so, but it's my opinion. And that's what you're going to find with any reviewer here. But another thing I was told is too much, monkey see, monkey do in the fountain pen community by pseudo-experts. I can tell you there's a whole lot of commentary and criticism by pseudo-experts as well. But nonetheless, that's one of the things I do like about the hobby is there's a tremendous variety from which to choose. Fountain pens of different price ranges, colors, styles, materials, old stuff, new stuff. There's something to please everybody. The same with inks and notepads. There's so much variety to make it your personal hobby, to make it something you like. You don't have to like everything. It's okay not to like a particular product or a pen line. I've got some that I don't like. I've got some that I like other people hate. I like some things that, colors of ink that other people don't like. There are colors of ink that some people think is fantastic, and I'm like, so what? Doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. So, oh, interesting. But, you know, don't stop questions or comments because I'll continue to get back into the saddle and make more videos. I've got some, matter of fact, I've got some videos coming, Pelicans. I've added several high-end Pelicans, an M600 and M800 to my collection, let's see, and a few older Watermans. I've added some Waterman GIFs that I've already gotten, quite honestly, and I'm probably going to end up giving away. But I want to do a video on Waterman GIF a little bit, so I can show you what they're like and the variety of pens that all still kind of are GIF and where the name GIF came from, that kind of stuff. So I want to show you, the full length or breadth of the nicer Pelicans. I've already done a video on the low-end Pelicans. I want to do a video on the upper end. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so I actually rounded out my collection even more since then. So I do have more videos on the way. I haven't quit. I just haven't made this a priority with everything that's been going on in my life here recently, so understand that. Haven't been buying as many pens. I've been actually targeting a few more expensive ones. I've got some more on the way even. I haven't stopped purchasing. I just have been a little more picky about some of the pens that I've been buying. And that just comes with experience, knowing more and more what I like and what I don't like. I've got over 400 documented in my collection and a bunch more that are not documented. I've got, like I said, I still got some really nice ones on the way. Every time I find a really good bargain that I know I'm probably not going to run across again, I went ahead and picked it up. Like I got a nice Cross Century gold colored. Even though I already had one in silver, the price was just right. I wasn't going to pass it up, kind of thing. So I added that to my collection, and I like the Cross brand in general. Couple of things too. I told you that I always dump money. Anything I have that comes in, I put right back into the channel. I just told you that I had to relicense my software. So anything that I'm getting my next YouTube video, my next YouTube ad money check, guess what that's going to do? Reimburse for that software that I just purchased. that kind of thing. So I don't make money on this channel. I don't try to. This is a hobby for me. I do it for fun. But all that being said, if you want to help spread the word about this particular channel, keep in mind the fountainpenfanatic.com t-shirts are still available, and the link will be in the video description below, where you can go get your own. I've got a couple of shirts. My wife has one, my mother-in-law, my kids. And even some other people I know in other states have picked some up. So, you know, it just keeps the word out. I don't make really any money off from those. What to speak of, I've priced them so low on purpose. Let's see, what else? You can still get 10% off any purchase that you would make at antiquedigger.com. So use discount code Troy there. Use that exact same discount code over at HeinzPens.com for your 15% off your first purchase there. That's a pretty hefty chunk there as well. Very generous from Jim Hines. Love his products, and been very happy with Antique Digger as well. I've bought a lot from him. So that's just the latest update, and I'm going to be, once I can get some quiet around the house, because the kids are there 24/7, I have no quiet time. As a matter of fact, I'm not even at home right now. I was going to go lead our men's group this evening at our church, so I left a little bit early, just so I can sit here in a quiet room with nobody else around. And I dragged my little video camera and tripod and power supply with me, and I just wanted to be able to get this recording in with no kids around. Nobody here but me, until the guys start to show up. So, hey, thanks for watching. Keep looking for more videos, because they are coming whenever I get the chance to sit and record them, okay? Thank you so much for your support, all of you who have asked about me. And I've had some people ask about my wife and how she's been doing. Thank you so much. She is getting better. She can always use your prayers for swift healing and complete healing from the surgery that she had. And she's coming along. So as far as the pain level and the mobility, bit by bit, she's getting better. And hopefully I can get all my computer stuff back to where it was at one point in time, because it's been very, very frustrating. And for weeks and weeks, actually a couple months, I've been fighting with it and fighting with it and fighting with it. So I'm the kind of guy, I just don't want to be defeated. I would not accept defeat when I was dealing with my computer stuff. So, all right. Hey, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.